Shade Lifestyle Retreat is more than a business or an event. It is made up of several families who live together, work together, and have even suffered together. But the pain and heartache we have suffered has only strengthened our relationship as a community. This is the Tornado Story.
Before the tornado hit us, broadly speaking, our ministry was in the process of developing property out here at Evening Shade. We had been here for about 2 years. So that's kind of what we were doing. But that specific day, I was doing some errands. I was working in our orchard. I was actually digging some holes to plant trees the very day of.
Well, I was in the RV outside of the Dooley's home, and it started making a lot of thunder and lightning. So I went outside and I was enjoying all the thunder and lightning all around me.
Right before the tornado hit, my family and I were in the living room and our phones started going off. Tornado warning, get to shelter immediately.
And as I was sitting there enjoying that, the Dooley family all come out of their house. I said, oh, they're going to check it out with me.
We all ran, picked up the kids, and ran to the shipping container. And as we're on our way to the shipping container, Delbert's just sitting outside, taking pictures, like nothing's about to happen. And we wondered what we were doing. And so we said, well, there's a tornado coming. We're getting in the shelter.
So they went in the storage container, and so I followed them. I didn't know anything about tornadoes. I'd never been involved with them being from Colorado.
When we got warning, I was told that a tornado was on the way. I thought, well, I don't know where any shelter is. We don't have any shelter out here. What are we going to do? So we decided to get into our shipping container. As soon as we got in, maybe 15 seconds later, I felt us moving.
We weren't in there for very long, and all of a sudden we hear this loud noise and the shipping container starts shaking and debris is hitting the shipping container, and I yelled to Lori, get down, get down, get down. And just within a couple seconds, it seems like it was over.
I zoned out everything and I just went into prayer. I felt us moving. I went into prayer and I just said, Jesus, keep us.
The wind was so powerful that it flung the door open and it ripped and yanked that gas-powered generator, and it threw it like 100 feet away.
The container ended up rolling on 3 sides.
But it was rather fearful to some degree. And we were praying and singing.
One of my immediate thoughts was to check on Demario and see if he's okay.
My first reaction was I got up and I started looking for everyone in the container, making sure they were fine. Children were crying. I had a flashlight. I was digging things off of them, made sure everyone was okay. My neighbor was in the container with us. He got out of the container first, and he was looking around to see where we were. It was some woods around us. At this time, my property was more wooded. And he says, oh, we're over here by your well house.
And so I wanted to stay with my family, and so I talked to Delbert. Delbert went down to go check on Demario. I had tried to call Demario, he didn't answer, and so we went to go check on him. And Delbert calls me back, and he says, call 911 and get down here immediately. And when he said that, my heart sank. I thought, what in the world? What happened? And so I jump in my car. I'm flying around the corner, driving dangerously fast, and I come up to where Demario's place is. And
then he was looking around. He said, I can't quite tell where we are, but he says, oh, your house is gone. And as soon as he said that, I thought, my house is gone.
I slam on the brakes because there's all this, as my headlights come up, it sees all of the debris from Demario's house. And when I saw the debris in the road, I thought, Lord, people are dead.
And when I stepped out of the container, I looked around and it's like the house disappeared. I didn't see anything but the bricks that it was on. The house was gone. I ended up with 2 broken ribs and my spine was broken in 2 places and I didn't know it. I mean, I got straight up and would start looking for everyone, pulling people off. Of course, my adrenaline was going, but when it died down, then I started feeling the pain in my back. I knew something was wrong.
But then the next day, there was all kinds of people who just came out of the woodwork. They were all there helping to clean up.
Just seeing the response of the community, not only coming out like on the day of the tornado, but after picking up the pieces and rebuilding, you know, being able to use this same property for a lifestyle retreat and health retreat, it's just really special.
But God already had something in mind. He had a plan. And the next day of the tornado, we had our community, people from Evening Shade, local churches, people from surrounding towns just started out. Friends of ours, our church family, they just started coming out and just doing whatever their hands can find to do. Well, this event that you're participating in right now is a very special event, not just to us with Evening Shade Lifestyle Retreat, our families. It's a blessing there, but it's a special event and a blessing for you as well and for your families. And we're so thankful that you decided to come out to participate in it. For many of you, perhaps for all, hopefully, this would be the start to something new that God wants to do in your life. So I want to thank you for coming out to this event.